Welcome to the Daily Bible for Kids podcast. The day is March the 10th. My name is Hunter, and we are reading through the Bible. Every day, kids from all around the world gather here to listen to these amazing stories from the Bible, from Genesis all the way to the book of Revelation. And today, we're in the book of Judges. Gideon was getting ready to fight a huge Midianite army with only 300 soldiers. How would God calm his fears? Let's read about it now from Judges chapter 7. That night the Lord said, "Get up, go into the Midianite camp, for I have given you victory over them. But if you are afraid to attack, go down to the camp with your servant Purah. Listen to what the Midianites are saying, and you will be greatly encouraged. Then you will be eager to attack." So Gideon took Purah and went down to the edge of the enemy camp. The armies of Midian, Amalek, and the people of the east had settled in the valley like swarms of locusts. Their camels were like grains of sand on the seashore, too many to count. Gideon crept up as a man was telling his companion about a dream. The man said, "I had this dream, and in my dream a loaf of barley bread came tumbling down into the Midianite camp. It hit a tent, turned it over, and knocked it flat." His companion answered, "Your dream can mean only one thing. God has given Gideon, son of Joash, the Israelite, victory over Midian and all its allies." When Gideon heard the dream and its interpretation, he bowed and worshipped before the Lord. Then he returned to the Israelite camp and shouted, "Get up! The Lord has given you victory over the Midianite hordes!" He divided the 300 men into 3 groups and gave each man a ram's horn, a clay jar with a torch in it. Then he said to them, "Keep your eyes on me. When I come to the edge of the camp, do just as I do. As soon as I and those with me blow the ram's horns, blow your horns too, all around the entire camp, and shout, 'For the Lord and for Gideon.'" It was just after midnight, after the changing of the guard, when Gideon and the 100 men with him reached the edge of the Midianite camp. Suddenly they blew the ram's horns and broke the clay jars. Then all 3 groups blew their horns and broke their jars. They held the blazing torches with their left hand and the horns in their right hands, and they all shouted, "A sword for the Lord and for Gideon!" Each man stood at his position around the camp and watched as all the Midianites rushed around in a panic, shouting as they ran to escape. Wow, what a story. Gideon knew God had promised to help him, but he was getting a little jittery that night before the big battle. So God, who was prepared to give Gideon the victory, also calmed Gideon's fears and gave him the needed confidence to do the job. If you're nervous about a big project or upcoming game, tell God. He can calm your fears and give you the confidence that you need to do the test or to play the game. Trust Him with all your worries. This is what Philippians 4, 6, and 7 says. "Don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need and thank Him for all He's done. Then you will experience God's peace, which exceeds anything we can understand. His peace will guard your hearts and your minds as you live in Christ Jesus." Well, hey, we've done it again. We've spent another day in the Bible, and I plan on being back here again tomorrow to do the same thing, Lord willing. Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, I plan on being here. Until that time, let's go forward in God's joy. Let's let His joy be our strength, and let us always remember this, that you are loved. No doubt about it. Alrighty, I'll talk to you again tomorrow. You guys take care.